23. And we are going to start by dimming the lights. We're just gonna jump into it, I guess. We have... I should probably plug in the tablet. We already have our plans for the highway, for the tiny industry zoning section. Maybe for today's episode we just build. We just have a nice, good time building. And there we go. Going off the industrial park road zoning, where I wanted... What is this even say? Incinerator plants over here? Alright. Disaster response over there. Land zone for industry. Alright. Let's see if we can improve this. Alright, if we're gonna do disaster response, we should do that maybe first. Okay, these are big buildings. Big buildings. I don't know what they're doing in there. What's probably gonna happen is I'm gonna zone this and then start building actual residences. A east, because we need people to actually move in first. Alright. Over here. Let's start developing some residences. That way we can start to actually populate the place. We'll spare no time waiting. To get educated and stuff, let's just power through it. So, I might want to connect this over here. That would actually be really cool. I will make it work. These things are useful. How does that kind of look? From space it looks fine. Oh, that does not look fine. better. Much better. We're just gonna keep going here. I really wish there was a tool or something to paint both wet lanes of road. That'd be kind of nice. But whatever. Yep, that's fine. I'll build my own little exchanges. This is what I'll do first. Gonna unpaint this. And we're gonna start with our first residential zone over here. Try to give it a little more care than we did last time. Magnolia Manors, our first residential section. Yeah, that'll be okay. I'll need a little off ramp somewhere. Maybe just right here. Actually, this doesn't even need to be a highway, honestly. These could be one lane with trees. There we go. Of course, my gross incompetence has me kind of shimmy these along the highway. Let's not do that. I'll just tear this whole thing up and start from here. Oh, are you kidding me? Alright, that's looking okay. And here. What are you doing, road? There we go. About 2 blocks worth, I think. 2 of those random squares. That'll be okay. That's fine. And then in the middle I'll add trees. I'll add some thin trees. You know, this might seem like it's taking a long time to do, but I always subscribe to the idea that people will be drawn to things or products, usually art, that people have spent a lot of time on. These people who are drawn to it might not necessarily be able to explain why they like it, but they do like it. An example I always tell myself is when Dark Souls and Demon Souls were first released. Now it seems like, you know, everybody and their mother knows why those games are great, but at the time, you know, people were just buying the game and they were playing it, and they liked it. They spent a lot of time with it. And at that time, some people might not have had like the vocabulary to explain why they thought Dark Souls was a good game, but it was, and I believe that's because the directors of that game really spent the time and effort to make the game something that people want to play. I hate this. Why are the trees so thin? Alright, it's bush time. Oh god. There's another saying that I've picked up over the years as a programmer. But the saying comes from animation. It's in that movie Who Framed Roger Rabbit. There's a scene where that guy who plays Super Mario in that Super Mario movie bumps a lamp, and the lamp is shaken back and forth, and the animators have to draw moving light sources off of Roger Rabbit, the animated character in that movie, in that live-action movie. There's an interview with one of the, I think it was the lead animator or director, and we said, oh, people always asked us why, I mean, I'm paraphrasing, because I don't have any of these quotes in hand. Paraphrasing, but he says, why'd you bother bumping the lamp, having to redraw the light sources on this rabbit? You know, it would take you like twice as long to just do that. Why not just not do that? And then the lead animator goes, yeah, it's twice as much work. And that's it, you know? Like, I don't know why that resonated with me. But something about, like, his confidence with the truth that the thing that he wanted to make, that him and his team wanted to make, yeah, it took twice as long to do than conventional scenes. But it was, to him, and I think it was a good scene. I think it's worth it. You know, if they just went a lazy route, you know, and they just kept everything static, they didn't spend the time and effort into making the product, the product or the art piece as detailed, I guess, or detail-oriented as it is now, I think the movie would have suffered in quality, at least compared to what we finally got. How much longer do we have? Oh my god. But you know what? We're almost done. We did so much of this. And menial tasks like these are useful to actually say stuff. In planning phases, or really any work where you have to think critically, really hard to properly keep a conversation going. So I'm always impressed with streamers who are playing like Overwatch or something, but they're having a really well-spoken conversation. It's like, I don't know how you're doing this, but it's really impressive to me. I can barely like tie my shoes and talk at the same time. So, I'm liking this. I'm liking this a lot. Let's see if we can't really quickly, plan a little something. Because a pet peeve of mine is just kind of like doing work and then complaining that it's not good. I was thinking a nice one-way road that kind of stretches along this. And I guess it might connect right here. I want to keep the flow of traffic moving. Like that. And here we can start doing stuff like this. Try to kind of make it like a grid, but like a grid that's a little skewed. And this is all just going to be pure residential. And like maybe some low density commercial. Is this red? Weird. It's like a really not good red. Interesting. My nose is a little plugged, if that's a question you had. I'm a little stuffy today. Thank goodness I don't have to smell the town we're making. So I'm just gonna go right off of the plans. I'll leave this kind of one block stretch of land. That's kind of like a little buffer. Like if for whatever reason people get back, like they want to leave the city. I don't know why you'd want to leave the city. It's great from what I've designed. But if you do, you don't get spit out right on the highway. You kind of have a little buffer where you can maybe increase speeds, you know, get stuck in traffic, all the fun stuff. I'm already liking how this is turning out. I like these kinds of natural looking cities. Something like that. And we'll start filling this in. My next thing, before I even start that, I'm going to convert these into highways with sound barriers. I don't really want people living and working along these streets, because that would just cause crazy traffic all the time. I do want to limit the sound pollution, though. I think we owe it to our virtual citizens that they can get a good night's sleep. Spent so much money for a house in Drawbridge. Might as well. Well, that seems okay to me. I want to keep this clear of kind of spout roads. I'll keep any road that's coming out of the 4-lane, or how many lanes is this? 6 lanes along this kind of curvy part here. So what I mean is it's going to look something like this. Over here, you'll never see this. Like, I'm going to try and avoid this. Because here what's going to happen is you're going to have people who want to turn into here are going to bottleneck right here. So, I kind of want to keep these straight roads, so 12 lanes of straight road. They go just directly to the highway exits. I think that would be okay. I guess we don't need 6 lanes then, that's a lot of lanes. But the smallest one we have for 2 lanes is like this, 2 lanes. I don't know. Maybe we'll keep it 2 lanes. How will that look? Different. I'll take it. Let's see if this will do anything. Oh, interesting. You can just hold the button. Whoa. Didn't want that. Interesting. Didn't know you can do that. Interesting. You learn something new every day. A little more barren than before, but you know what? We only have 2 lanes coming into it. We don't need 6 lanes leaving. I don't know what they're doing down there. Alright. And then it'll have like a little change over here. Maybe I won't. Maybe if you're on this highway and you want to go to... If you're on Spruce Street and you want to go to Troy Hunter Street, you have to take whatever exit this is and loop around. Maybe something like space already occupied. Like that. So you have a little way to turn around, a little U-turn section. We might remove it, depending on the traffic on the Murray Highway, but for now, that's a solution. We'll definitely have to change it. These are definitely our permanent solutions. Really? Interesting. Whoa. Interesting. I guess they can figure it out. Let's see here. With that in mind, let's just start zoning. This is already looking kind of cute. I think it's going to be nice. I'll unpause it and fast forward it to get people to move in quickly while we work on industrial stuff. Because we need people to move in, settle in, you know, desire to work. I won't even touch that. Now we're at a weird point here where we can't really do much with that. So I will do that. And I want to give people the chance to leave without, you know, too much of a headache. You'll have to pipe all this later. I'll just keep going from here. There we go, really just to give people a way to kind of leave here. Oh, I hate how like windy it got over here. Gotta fix that. This isn't a zoo. I guess that's fine. Maybe over here I'll keep this going. Like that? Maybe, I don't know what'll fit here. Oh, I didn't convert this all to soundproof highway. Not soundproof, but sound conscious highway. Oh, I can do it in both directions too. Nice. The future is now. Oh no. Ah. Okay. Oh, interesting. Okay. It kept it. Kept the change. Good job, whoever built this game. You know what you're doing. We'll have kind of a through and through right here. bit like this? I'm not sure. I'm trying to do a mixture of maximize space, but make it look kind of cute. I don't know. I think it's important that we keep the city kind of looking naturally. So it's not all grid-based, at least not this section. Maybe like that. All right. That works for me. Give people the way to leave, maybe like that. I like it. Let's start. So I was thinking low density, but this is gonna look really dense here. I'm thinking this could be low density, this could be high density. With that in mind, let's just start. Actually, that's a lie. Let's not start. Let's pipe first. Because people need heat and stuff. People do need heat and stuff. Alright, let's go to the perimeter kind of here. Oh, I should probably turn off snapping. Thank God you can't actually like see these from the overworld. That would be just the worst. In that game, Park Attack, you can. That was kind of cool, actually. How it doesn't just draw, like Park Attack doesn't actually just draw those delivery tunnels anywhere. You have to actually like negotiate its placement, like relative to the depth. And if you poke it out of the lake or something, you'll actually see the pipe, which is kind of cool. That was a cool feature. Don't think I'd like it though, like in all games, but it was cool in that game. Is that all covered? Alright. I'm gonna take a different approach here and just pay for as much pipe as I actually need to. There's like a sliver right there that isn't covered. Oh no, this is just riveting. But, you know, something about it, to me, is relaxing. Just waking up. Repairing your body, you know. Getting all cleaned up, getting all dressed up, getting ready to build pipe. I guess you lay pipe, I guess that's the way you talk about that. Alright, that should be piped up. Power. We're gonna have to connect our geothermal plants here with power cables, which is fine. That's fine. Will that work? Alright, let's see if I fast forward. Will that work? It will! Alright. But the highway gets all tight. Can't do that then. I'll have to be really boring about it then. We'll just go along the highway on the side here. Something like that. Just like that. And we'll see where we actually need to stop it, but for now, the first location for our commercial. Alright, so we have that now. And they are complaining of electricity, so I'll have to bring it something like this. And that worked. We have our first area. We can just keep zoning now. Let me see here. We're gonna have to start planning. It's not planning, but kind of spacing out stuff like schools and hospitals. Because we have this section right here is all straight. So maybe put it there so it can access the rest of the district. That might be good. I'm gonna step away, get some more tea. So 1 second. Okay, so we can start with something like this. Let's start by just zoning this whole thing out. Maybe like that for now. Before we even let them build, let's add some stuff like paths and bike lanes. That's important. Something like that. So, pedestrians don't need to rely on the busyness of the roads to get places. Something like this. It's important to have pedestrian access in your cities. A lot of cities, at least near me, don't seem to have pathways that I find respectable. They're working on it though. Some new pathways are on the way. There we go. Alright. It's still zoned. So before we unpause, let's add some healthcare. So I wanted healthcare kind of on this straight area here. So let's just start with that. 1 and then 2 hospitals. These will be skyscrapers. So I kind of want to plan for just large populations. Something like this. I got like saunas and stuff too. That's kind of cool. Oh, what am I doing? We need a bigger firehouse. This is like this is a choice area. It's Fire City over here. Something like that? I don't know. Maybe add Firewatch somewhere? I don't know. Maybe like Firewatch over here. Firewatch over here. Same thing for the radio towers. There's a huge area of effect. Oh, I could definitely put it over here, couldn't I? You know what? There we go. Looks nicer anyway, because it looks like we actually tore down a normal forest to put this in. So, like overall, happy with this. What's this complaining of? Nothing. Alright. So those are our utilities for now. Police. That's our police. Schools is going to be an interesting one. So we have Community School, Institute of Creative Arts, and Modern Tech Institute. I think I'll forego those for now. I'll just kind of hook these up to these side streets here. 1, 2. Ah, it's huge. They'll tear that down. Oh, right there. 3, 2, 1. Try to clump them together like that. I think that would be nice. Be convenient for the people who are living here. They don't really have to change their routine when they go from middle school to high school, or I guess elementary school to high school. So middle school for some reason. I guess it's maybe a North American thing. Or Canadian thing. This is bothering me. Let's fix that really quickly. I want to thick it out. I don't want to thin it out. There's too much nakedness. Like that. Better. We could probably finish it off with some weird grass. Just like that. Make it seem like the city really cares about their green space. Which, we'll see how we really care. Again, we're trying to bring this number up to a positive. I'll consider this city a success when that happens. But until then, we can focus on more green space, more eco-friendly options, like bike lanes, like walkways. Much better. I think that looks a lot better. Here we can make this little park. People can walk through this. We'll do that later. Right now we're still working on this. So we got schools. Buses. There's a bus depot there. This is going to be tricky since we have the one-way going through the whole thing. Actually, scratch that. Different idea. I'm gonna have one bus line going around the perimeter and one going within it. Every few blocks, just at a stop. Something like that, I think, is gonna be okay. We might even just stick with the perimeter line for now. And then build more bus lines depending on change in traffic and stuff. I don't want them to stop here. I don't want them to stop here at all. This is just like a 2-lane road. What did I call this? Magnolia Manor line? Alright. The Magnolia perimeter goes all the way around Magnolia Manors. And then the issue is the ones with bus lanes are 2-way. I want these to stay 1-way, so we can't actually. Maybe not now. Maybe later. I don't know. I'm happy with that overall. A little plain. There it is. Okay. All we can do now, I guess, is that's all there. Maybe I'll add some taxi depots just to round the place out. Oh, why is this loud? Parks are a tricky one. I want to actually like space the parks out in terms of where they're needed. So now let's just watch. I can see all the buses entering the city. Oh boy. Nice, they're all using the central lane. Oh, and they turn and boom, they're off. That's nice. That makes me happy to watch these little ants do their thing, stopping at this one bus line at 10 times. Ugh. Yeah, no, this is already a problem. Okay. Can I move this? Maybe over there. Okay. I kind of want to keep that bus line there, so what I'll do instead is this. But overall, nice. And we have people moving in here, which I'm a fan of. This is gonna go well. Oh, they add little lights to the pathways. That's cute. That's cute. That's adorable. Let's do some parks. before we have to start tearing down these places. Maybe like a bigger park right here. It's tough. Maybe a plaza, a small plaza. Sure, we'll do that. Before they have time to settle in. We'll work on our green spaces. Oh shit. How much do you need? Okay, you need not that much. You can slip. What is this? Botanical garden. No. How's that? That should connect to that. Right? Oh my god. Do the taxi terminals have their own aura? Looks like it. We can kind of buff the middle with taxi terminals. How's that? Does that do anything? It does. Let's do the other way though. There we go. These are going to complain for a while. Not my problem. How about that? Why are you still complaining? Yeah, there you go, buddy. All good. And they shall be heated and stuff. Yeah, there you go. Cute. While that happens, I'm gonna make a little key thing. I think keys look cute in this game. How long is this? Oh my goodness. I'm gonna be here for a while. I think the stream is 2 hours long. That doesn't seem right. Or safe. I find it quite meditative to just sit here and build people walkways. It brings me great joy. That's why I do it. Gotta do things that make you feel happy. Oh, and look at that. Just like that, we have a key. Let's decorate it. They deserve some decorations. Interesting. Trees first, then rocks, then grass. Oh, I can already hear people leveling up in the background. Cute. Oh, the music's all cute too. This is just a cute little town. So nice. Wow, look at that. Look at... Nice. I'm happy with this. We now have people. Oh, and look at them drive. Oh. That's just great. That makes me really happy to see. Ooh, I can already see an issue here. Like traffic here, because these people have to stop. Interesting. If I do that. Yeah, that's a little better. A little better, because you can't go through there anyway. Something like that, maybe. Alright, we'll play with that for a bit. But until then, keep going with our key. We'll add some more tree, like different tree types too. I just realized I haven't updated the name of this stream. Yeah, so the primary tree here looks to be like these large pine trees. We want to respect that kind of ecology. So we're going to add a lot more of those. Which we add these invasive trees that, I guess, I'm the god of this world. So like God himself is placing on these little areas here. I hope people use these. Sometimes they don't actually use them. You know, that makes me a little sad. If you have a day off, you know, go for a walk in your local park. Find a nice little paved pathway, enjoy it. Someone had to build that. Wow. Maybe that's why some people aren't using this right now. Because they're afraid of drowning. Is this connected? It is. And we keep going. Wait, I guess not, because we have to tear down some of these trees. I'll put a rock there or something. These are some big trees. They seem small until you actually like zoom in and see the scale compared to the road. Those are heckin' big trees. How your water doing? Your water's okay. Your water levels are fine. Alright. Better. Now stuff like rocks. That little personality. Even if we sacrifice stuff like trees. All part of the nature. Ooh, perfect. I love little things like this where I get to kind of shimmy these rocks in the way. That's nice. Really make it seem like these are natural occurrences, not built by little old me. Something like that. A lot of bright green, but you know what? Ugh. Half of this is in the water. That's a shame. Don't know why it lets you do that in the water. I'd rather just it'd say no. Don't do that. Either way, we have kind of a pseudo key thing going here. People actually using these? I don't know. Oh, what are you complaining about? Not enough workers. There's tons of stuff zoned here for you guys. Maybe I need a few strips of low density. You know, even in Vancouver, you've got some houses. Maybe that'll help. Immediately, hey, look at that. So at this point, we're just waiting for workers. What are you complaining about? You have tons of leisure all around you. Maybe not you guys. Are you happy with that? You're not happy with that? Okay. That's nice. Just take a little break past the night. Get what's up, huh? it's nice to sit back and kind of appreciate the work you've done. You know, if you don't do that, you get stuck in, I guess, like a tunnel vision kind of thing, where you acknowledge that you've done work, but you can't really appreciate it. It's really easy to fall into the perfectionist's trap, where you just keep working because you wanna keep working, and you want to keep improving stuff, but you're unable at that point to really appreciate what you have done and what you're currently doing. So here's me appreciating what I've done and what I'm currently doing. It just makes me happy. Look at this. Just so pretty. This game is something else, let me tell you. Once it's daytime, I'll probably keep going with this. That's good to just wait. Such a nice game. Look at this. Alright. Good a time as any to save. How are we doing on design? Oh, these people are working okay. Some time to policy this thing up. I'll make this a nice green city, so. We've now zoned and policied up Magnolia Manor. We can just keep going at this point. Just keep going with high density. See where we end up. Just like that. Something just like that. That's just nice. And you know, they're gonna get really big. We might as well start investing in a little bit of a metro system. Maybe from here to here. we don't actually know where this is going to end up yet, so I'm trying to increase the chances of, or I guess reduce the chance of having to tear this apart when we expand. 1, 2, 3, just between it. And I'll do all the magnolia stuff white.
Thanks for listening to the classics. Your home to the best works in radio.
Are you still unhappy with the power? Okay, I can see that. We'll use parks to bridge the gap. That's connected. We can connect these 3 now. Plaza. Just need to hook these up now. There we go. Yeah, there we go. This is the only part that isn't hooked up yet, but that's fine. It's good. Already we need more elementary schools, hey? People are just the worst. Come on. Go get educated. These replace elementary schools, right? Capacity is 250? Capacity is 300. I don't know what's the best in these then. There we go. University's fine. We got too many people. Alright, so I guess my next undertaking is making little parks right through here. I think that would be cute and nice. Let's start over here. Actually, I'll make a little bike path. Bikers love paths. All throughout, I'll have stuff like this. Nice and natural. Alright. I'll take a different approach to do these ones. I'll kind of do that instead. Yeah. now we can just start adding rocks and stuff. Alright. We have our little park. Now hopefully somebody uses it. We might even have to connect it to here in order for it to become useful. Which I'm fine with. Like that. There we go. Maybe that encourages somebody to bike to work, or bike to the stinky city over there. Alright. That. Is anyone using the key yet? With a little. I'm just gonna fast forward until someone does. I think it's a lovely key. But nobody's on it. I think it's walkable. I don't see any issues with it right now. Oh, hey! Look at you. Where you going, buddy? Take me home. There we go. Nice. Oh, there's not traffic, but it's really busy on this road. It's a lot of cars, but it's not traffic. It is a lot of cars though, but it's going. There's no backing up. It flows, which is what I like. Might have to add a second flow, like a second little network here. Maybe it's time to experiment with stuff like this. That looks terrible. Actually, from space it looks fine. When you zoom in, it looks not fine. I was trying to like negotiate around the nature. I guess the best thing would be to just make like a bridge or something. What do you mean space is already occupied? Yeah, I'm occupying it. That's it. Weird. How's that? I guess that's fine. I don't hate it. I thought I would, but I guess I don't. Tear down this huge tree. Alright, so maybe this'll help. Kind of introduce traffic back into the flow of things. I don't know. I'm not sure. Yay! I see a car using this. Maybe on the other end here, I'll have in the other direction. It's tough because I don't want to tear any of this away. What if it's for the good of the city? I don't know. Well, that works. Got these two little connections into the city. Okay. Oh. Well, that's a red flag. That should be a one-way. Does that destroy anything? Oh, that I see. But now it truly doesn't stop. Better. Much better. These people are, wow, they're really enjoying themselves. Look at them. Oh, when they're using the little path I built them. Oh, that's so cute. Good for them. No one wants a job yet, which, whatever. Because they're all working in the commercial. In any case. Let's just zone some more of this. Why did I zone this as low? It's weird. I don't know why I do that. Don't know what I was thinking when I did that. Should be high. Okay. Alright, so we got a lot of adults now working here. It's most of our adults that... Actually, I guess all of our adults, this is all we have. Nice. I'll have to build the airport somewhere. Maybe here. Maybe the airport will be here. We can use this cloverleaf interchange. I love this interchange. Look at them being efficient. Ooh. Oh, goodness. Where are you going? Okay, well, I see the issue. Come on, keep it going. There we go. Immediate relief. That's always satisfying. Where are you guys going? Oh no. Why? Why are you preferring this? Oh. Jesus. Where are you guys going? Let's follow some. They're just going anywhere. Ugh. Jesus. I dislike that. There's so much traffic. No, this was a mistake. Oh, what did I just destroy? Nothing. Maybe a tree. This was a huge, huge mistake. Sorry, everybody. You gotta leave. Yep, you gotta merge to the right lane and leave. Super sorry. And then, yeah, they're gonna... They're really piling in. Is there no entrance from the other side? Did I not build an entrance to the other side? Didn't I? So that's my fault. There we go. Maybe that'll help. Oh, it definitely won't help. Although, it seems like they're fine. I guess in that case I'll switch these to a 2-lane. Like that. That way both lanes can kind of merge. Or they can all just take that one lane. That's cool. See if I care. You stupid... That's just beautiful, isn't it? Look at that. Look at all that the traffic. Nope. I'll keep the ones in the center. Jeez Louise. I need another highway off-ramp here or something, because this is just too much. Too much. Alright. Ooh, they want to move in some more. Lucky for you. I've got nothing but land to zone. Got nothing but land. So lucky for you guys. Congrats. There we go. And if we go through again and add more parks. We're running out of parks. Yeah, look at that. I want to add this botanical garden somewhere, but it doesn't seem to fit. Oh, it fits right there. Nice. Alright. Very nice. Look at this. People are just... Some of them aren't even walking, some of them are just sliding. It's weird. Very weird. So far, this is what it looks like. Not quite filled. And there's no demand for industrial yet, so we can't actually go through here and waste our time zoning if we don't know what we need. Alright. Let's name the lake. It's getting big now. I just don't know. King Hill Lake. Look at that. And these are kind of jokes, so let me get rid of these jokes and just zone this whole area, or kind of define this whole area as one location. Easier to manage. We don't have any employees, so we can't actually do this. the way I kind of want it. Something like that. Pine Industry Square. And this is industrial, so let's kind of promote it. Tax relief. Smoking ban. Alright, that's okay for now. What are the resources we actually have here? We got some trees, not as much as this. We have some ore. You'll just be generic for now. It's a little satisfying to watch. There's no traffic, but like, it's a little distressing. Oh look, people are on the other side of the road now. Just emerge. Whatever works, you know? Whatever works. Just they have a run up so they can back up this way, in this direction if they want. That's good. That's good. It's moving. It's dense. I wouldn't, but it's not super trafficy. But it's good. Like traffic is flowing. Okay. Got people still want to move in. What are you guys doing with the place I just zoned? I guess they moved in. Alright. You want it? I'll give it. I have my own city council, so I get to do this myself. Don't have to go through the typical channels. Just like that. And we can just keep going. Again, we'll have to add more parks and schools. But that's cool for now. Healthcare is great, deathcare is fine. Oh, why are you guys all... Oh, this is radio coverage, you're fine. That's better. That makes more sense. Forest here, so maybe we'll just like that. Just little fire halls, just to help. Same thing with police. Well, you little police officers, precincts all over the place. Did I add one? I did add one there a while ago. I got 2 tourists on the bus for some reason. Don't know why. Oh, we have no availability for elementary schools. If only I had Chirper turned on, I could maybe see that. So many people are moving in really quickly. High schools are really good. It's just the elementary schools. Lots of babies. Lots of uneducated brats moving in. Who do they think they are trying to get an education? You disgust me. Alright. That's sufficient. we'll probably call it. I'll zone the rest of this, and I'll call it for today. Actually, I won't zone it. I'm gonna leave it open. But this is good progress. Much better progress than before. A lot of what we did last time was highway planning and piping. Like, a lot of that was front loaded. But now that everything is properly cut up, and everyone has access to heat and water and electricity and I think garbage? Well, yeah, this whole area. I think we're good for now. Alright. I'm a fan. I'm a fan. Nice. Are people using my parks? You people suck. How are you getting to your work at the incinerator factory? There are some people working here. People are using the key. I guess that's fine. Alright, that's definitely it for now. I won't do a summary like I did last time, just because it's kind of time consuming and didn't really benefit much. But this is progress. So, right over here, industrial, once we have demand for it. High density residential and commercial. And things like parks and improved roadways. So, this should be good. This is already very okay.
You're listening to the classics.
I might move this over here and get rid of this weird hump. And by might, I mean I will. Because, don't know what I was thinking at the time. Must be really tired. Something like this. Easiest road network ever. Look at that. That's already an improvement. What is... wait, Meridian Forest. Oh yeah, I guess I don't need this anymore. Now that the weird hump is gone. What are you complaining about? No power? Oh, you never had power. You never had power. Don't know how to help you. I guess I'll keep you there, and then I'll pin up some of these trees first. It's now just a normal sort of forest thing. It used to be a deeper forest. And then I'll connect you with some actual power lines. Interesting. No rush. I want to hook it up over here. How's that? Okay, you're too far, aren't you? You're too far. Oh, that worked. Are you working now? You are. Look at you. This is gorgeous. They still want high density. Or they still want to. They still want to live somewhere. But I've zoned so much of it. I've zoned a lot of it. And the rest here will be housing. You gotta live somewhere. Oh, bit my cheek. Gotta live somewhere. Jesus. What are you doing? My lord. At least it's moving. It doesn't seem to not be moving. Like, it's dense, but the traffic flow is still not good. This could be better. Ugh, so many people live here now. Okay. Let's try something else here. Okay, now this is happening. Interesting. Oh, Jesus. Can't catch a break. I'll have to think on this. Because now this is a problem. This is a problem. This is a problem with, oh, gee, yucky. How yucky this is. Oh, and they're stopping because of these buildings. Oh no. I just realized that now. Okay, well, sorry buddies. Yeah, you can't live here anymore. The park's fine. The park, it's its own thing. But sorry people, I'm de-zoning you. Can't live here. Can't even think about living here, honestly. You know, like it's just too high of a density location. I'm sorry. Sorry, I'm evicting all you. So sorry. Very sorry. What are you still doing there? You guys can't be here either. Okay. And now I'll add some trees and stuff. You can pretend like this area was always just forest. Okay. Sure. That's fine. I want another park here, but that's okay for now. You could at the ground level here. It's just cute. Alright, I'm okay with that. Oh, yay! They actually want a... They have a medium demand for industry. Well, guess what for them? They're gonna get a lot of industry. Look at this. Here, I don't know what I'll add. Oh, excellent. These areas need their own police depots and stuff. Parks too. I always forget to add parks in these industrial complexes, but they need them too. They definitely need them. Excellent. And we can also add some commercial around here. Doesn't offend me too much. I want no buildings here. Here is fine, but here, not so much. Cool. Alright. Wow. Wowie wow. They're not backed up, but there's a lot of them. A lot of them. Wow. Where are they going? I need more entrances to this place. I do. I was just about to call it quits, but this is an issue that needs to a solution. Alright, so there's that. Yeah, because it seems like the issue is too many people are trying to get in. Let's see if anybody opts to use this. Since we only have a couple more tiles, I'll just finish zoning the whole thing. And then I'll call it. That looks all zoned to me. Alright. Thanks for joining. Thanks for watching, contributing. Oh, look! People are actually using it! Look at that! Look at that! Oh, it's awful how they have to stop all the time. but it just warms my heart. This is nice. This is the good stuff. This is what dreams are made of. And hopefully that takes some pressure off of this road here. Which it already looks like it's doing. Yeah, they're opting for that now. And leaving is fine. They don't care about leaving. Ooh, in that case, I can probably destroy that. Destroy that. This is really coming together for me. Okay, because now that nobody actually wants to use these, we can do that. Okay, I'm happy with this. Okay, everyone's leveling up and everything. It's so great. This is fun to watch. Maybe I'll just watch it for a while. I'll just fast forward it. Let's do a stretch here. Alright, looks like we have more or less populated this area. Wow, look at that. And this is even built now. It's really stinky and gross. But you know what? You gotta break a few environmental laws if you wanna fund a city. That's the saying, I think. I feel sorry for anybody who has to actually like come here and work. This is just not a good place to live. Yeah. I'm gonna move these. Because it doesn't align with what I'm currently going for in the city. There we go. And then, yeah, we can probably just expand that out a little. So it looks less weird. There we go. Cool. Really gross to look at, but this is kind of cool. This whole area, I'll just zone it for industrial. Got 245 people moving in a day, or a week. That's progress. This whole area is pretty much zones now, except for this, which I refuse to zone. Oh, nice. Nice. Oh, this is perfect. Look at that. And now I feel kind of bad for not using this wisely. zoned as well. Maybe. You at least will be. Like that. Nice. Oh, people still want to move in, don't they? Oh my god. Look at them. We're running out of space to zone more, we're running out of space to zone. We're gonna have to, next week, we're gonna have to build here. Or here. We're gonna have to actually keep going with this. I'm glad that's working though. I'm glad that this is succeeding. It's looking the way it does. Maybe if we can just... Alright. I know I did this already, but thanks for joining. See you next week. Yeah.